Hello, students. Welcome to your second video in Unit 8. This is Lesson 8.2. The title is Adding Integers with Opposite Signs. So yesterday, we did adding integers, but they had the same sign. So what happens if you're adding, but one is positive and one is negative? So let's take a look. So this first example says that we're going to add -3 and 7. So negative, positive. Well, let's use the number line trick. So let's start at -3. So where is that? Right here, -3. And let's hop 7 to the right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look where I land. I land at 4. So -3 plus 7 must be 4. Now, what's interesting is that that final answer is positive. So we'll come back to this in a minute and kind of look at what our trick is going to be so that we don't always have to use the number line. So -3 plus 7 is 4. Okay, let's go to our next one. 4 plus -6. Okay, so let's start at +4. That's going to be up here, +4. And we're going to hop 6 units to the left because of the negative. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we land at -2. Now, look at those two answers. Do you see any kind of connection? So 7 and -3 makes 4. -6 and 4 makes -2. That's interesting. What I find interesting is that if you would add 7 and 3, you'd have 10. So it's not really like regular addition. Just like here, if you added 6 and 4, you'd have 10. But what's interesting is if you take 7 minus 3, you get 4, and 6 minus 4, you get 2. And up here, your bigger number here is positive. Your answer is positive. Here, the 6 is like bigger, but it's negative. So negative is interesting. Okay, look at this next one. Add -9 plus 6. So let's go to -9 right here and hop 6 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. And we land at -3. 9 minus 6 is 3. And the 9 is bigger and it's negative, and so is my final answer negative. Very interesting. All right, now the rule, if you're going to do it the proper way, when you add two integers with opposite signs. So let's use this one as our example, -3 plus 7. So let me bring that down. So -3 plus 7. Okay, here's what you do. Find the absolute value of both integers. Okay, the absolute value of -3 is 3. The absolute value of 7 is 7. So we did that. Subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger absolute value. Okay, so 7 minus 3 is 4. Done. The final answer will have the same sign as the original integer whose absolute value is larger. So whose absolute value was larger? 7. And what was his original sign? Positive. So this answer is positive. Let me say that again. The final answer will have the same sign as the original integer whose absolute value is larger. So if you compare these absolute values, this one's larger, and the original sign was positive, so 4. Okay, now if we look at the next one, 4 plus -6. So if we do, and we run these steps, so if we do 4 plus -6, let's see if we can follow the steps. So the first thing is we find the absolute value of both. So that's going to be 4 and 6. I'm not going to bring that plus sign down because it kind of confuses things. Let me just do it like that. So 4 and 6. Subtract smaller minus large, or smaller from larger. So 6 minus 4, 2. Go back. Which one of these is bigger? 6. What's the original sign on the 6? Negative. And that's exactly what we got, negative. And we can do it one more time, you know, negative 9 plus 6. We have negative 9 plus 6. Absolute value is 9. Absolute value is 6. Subtract, you get 3. The bigger one is 9. Original sign, negative. Okay. Now again, the Callahan way, okay, listen, I don't know what, it's bad. I guess when I learned this in 7th grade myself, I guess in pre-algebra, I guess I just found my own way to do it. I don't know if my teacher made me do absolute value, but let me just show you how I do this. So like say I have 7 plus negative 5. I literally, the minute I see its addition, one is positive and one is negative, I just say to myself, subtract. That's it, subtract. So 7 minus 5, 2. Then I just go, which number's bigger? Like forget the signs, just which number's bigger, 7 or 5? 7. 7 is positive, the answer is positive 2. Let me do another one. Say I do negative 12 plus 8, right? So the minute I see a plus sign, but these are opposites, negative, positive, I subtract. 12 minus 8, 4. Okay, which one's bigger, 8 or 12? 8 or 12? 12 is bigger, sign is negative, boom, answer. Like I don't think of it as like absolute value. I just look at the numbers purely, like take the signs off of them and just look at a 12 and an 8. Which one's bigger? 12, and it's negative, bring it down, which is technically absolute value, but I just don't think of it like that. Let's try one more. So let's say I was doing negative 21 plus 15. Okay, negative, positive. Okay, so subtract 21 minus 15, that's 6. Which one's bigger? 21, negative 6. So hopefully that helps you. Now, let's review what we did yesterday. Now, if this was negative 21 plus negative 15, remember, same sign, so same sign, both negative. You add them. 21 plus 15 is 36. Keep the sign of the originals. See the difference? Same sign, add, keep the original sign. Different signs, subtract, keep the sign of the larger number. Okay, so let's practice that today and see if we can get this straight. All right, thanks for watching and happy trails to you.